Hello friends and welcome to Virtual Preschool. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Let's start off by calling for our friend. Where could she be? Dottie, where are you? What do you think Dottie needs to use to be able to hear us call her name? You're right, she needs to use her ears. We're going to talk about our hearing today, our ears. So let's call one more time. Dottie, where are you? Here she is. This is Dottie. Dottie, can you say hello to our friends? Hello, good morning, good afternoon. All right, let's sing our welcome song. Here we go. Hello friends, how are you? Hello friends, how are you? Hello friends, how are you? We're so glad to see you. Did I say see you? Remember yesterday we talked about our eyes, right? Our eyesight. And today we're going to talk about our ears so that we can hear, right? That's our sense of hearing, is using our ears. All right. Do you know that there's some special things that we can do with our ears? These are my ears right here. And if I want to listen to something but only I want to hear it, I can use headphones. So I put these on. Maybe you have headphones and then you can hear whatever is coming through the headphones. Another cool thing is we can hear the inside of a seashell. Have you ever used one of these? This is a conch shell that you find in the ocean, but if you hold it up, you can hear a sound in there. That's super cool. It sounds like the ocean. Also, we can hear the sound of bells. So to hear the bells, we are using our ears for that. Whoops. Now, what are these things? These are called rhythm sticks. Can you hear that sound? If I do this. Do you guys like to dance? Miss Tara likes to dance. Sometimes we dance at preschool, right? But we can hear the sound by using our ears, right? Yeah. All right, so friends, can you see our Mr. Potato Head? Yesterday, he didn't have anything on, right? He was just plain empty with his feet, and then we added his eyeballs so that he could see. What do you think we need to add to Mr. Potato Head today so that he can hear? What do you think? Should I add his nose so he could hear? No. Should I add his mouth so he could hear? No. How about his ears? These are Mr. Potato Head's ears. Look at here. Boop. Do you see him now? Now he's all ready. He has his listening ears on. You know, sometimes when we do our circle time, Miss Tara might say, open your looking eyes, turn on your listening ears. That's so you could hear me, right? And that's that. So now we are going to play a little game. Gabriella, my daughter, she's going to play a sound for you. And then you're going to look up here. Are you able to see these cards? Zoom in more. All right, so you're going to want to look at these cards here while Miss Gabriella pushes the buttons, and we're going to use our ears to listen and guess what sound. So I'll name them off for you. Okay, we have a whistle, a train, a hair dryer, a cow, a dog, a guitar, a car horn, and a bell. So as Miss Gabriella pushes the buttons, turn on your listening ears and try to guess what sound it is, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. What do you think that? Whoops. One sound at a time, right? So we can guess what that was. So the first sound, let's hear that one more time. What do you think that could be? Do you think that was the hair dryer? No. Do you think that was the dog barking? No. That was the whistle, right? Yeah. Okay, listen for the next sound. That's a very familiar sound, right? At my lesson today, they lived right by the train tracks, and so we got to hear the train blow its horn many times. So you were right, that was the sound of a train. Okay, next up. That one might be a little tricky. Some of you, maybe you never even heard the sound before, but actually that is a tool that we use to dry our hair. It's called a hair dryer, and it sounds like that. All right, next sound. One more time. I just like to dance, so that's why I had her do it twice. So that was the sound of what? A car horn? A cow? How about the guitar? Yeah, it sounded like a guitar. All right, next sound. Was that the sound of a cow? No. Was that the sound of a bell? No. Was that the sound of a dog? Yes, it was. All right, next sound. Wow. That's the sound of an animal that has black spots and a white body. What do you think that could be? You're right, it's the cow. Good job. All right, next sound. Beep, beep. I hear that sound often in the car, right? When you're in a hurry and you want to honk the horn. Get out of my way. Or you honk the horn to tell someone they're going to hit your car. That would be dangerous, right? So that was the sound of a car horn. All right, we have one more sound. Let's hear it. Wow, that's a pretty sound. That sound you might hear sometimes around Christmas time, or if you go to church or something like that, or maybe you have one of these at home. That is a bell. That's a beautiful sound. All right, friends, so the next game we're gonna play is a sorting game, and you're gonna have to tell me if you think the sound would be soft or loud, quiet or loud. So let's trade this off here. Let's get the new one up. Do you know what loud means? Loud means, let's put that here. Loud is when you're really loud, right? And quiet is when you whisper really quiet. So can you try that? Can you get really loud? And can you whisper really quiet? Okay, so I have these cards, and you're going to have to tell me if it goes under the quiet or the loud. Okay, this is a balloon popping. Do you think that would be quiet or loud? That would be very loud, and sometimes that can be very scary, right? Sometimes that scares us. How about this one? This is a card that says wind. Do you think the wind blowing is quiet or loud? You know, that one could be maybe in the middle, because wind can sometimes be very loud and move very fast, or it could just be a gentle breeze and it would be quiet. So I think that one could fall under both categories. This one is a dog barking. Is that quiet or loud? I think it's a pretty loud sound, right? The dog is not happy and he's trying to get your attention. He might be pretty loud. All right. How about a drum? Are drums quiet or loud? Quiet or loud? I think drums are loud. A lot of parents don't want their kids to have drums because they're so loud in the house. Let's see. How about this little mouse? I think he tiptoes through the house. I think that's a quiet sound. A quiet little mouse. They don't like to be heard, right? Because they'd be scared. How about this card? This says sleeping. If you're sleeping, are you being quiet or loud? You're right. You're being very quiet. All right. How about this card? This says whisper. If you're whispering into your friend's ear, are you being quiet or loud? You're being quiet if you don't want anyone else to hear you, right? All right, good job. Now, I forgot to show you something earlier. My little tool, I will show you on Miss Dottie. Can you see Miss Dottie here? This is a little tool that looks like this. And if you go to the doctor's office and if you say your ears hurt, the doctor will get this little tool out and he'll go like, he or she will look in there and go, oh, it looks okay. Or they might go looking, oops, Dottie lost her glasses. They might look and say, oh boy, I think you might have an ear infection. So this is a tool that we use for our ears. All right, friends, we are going to read this book called The Listening Walk. The Listening Walk is written by Paul Showers. This is kind of a lengthy book, so I'm not going to read the whole entire thing. I might just read some of it. And then I'll put the book on our Seesaw class app, and if you want to read more of it, you can go ahead and do it there, okay? I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He is an old dog, and he does not walk very fast. We go down the street and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pocket and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. So if our mouth is closed, we can focus more on what we hear and what we see, right? First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly and his shoes go dop, dop, dop. I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I never listened to before. I hear lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. I listen to the lawn sprinklers. The lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Other sprinklers turn around and around. They go like this. You know, sometimes it sprays the water all over the place. Those are fun to run in. On a listening walk, I can hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They make only a soft hum sound. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. Brack, 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 brack. When cars go around the corner too fast, their tires squeal. When cars stop too quickly, the brakes go ee, and you slam forward, right? It's a loud sound. On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sounds. A bicycle bell, ring, ring, ring. A baby crying, wah, wah. A jet flies over. They're very loud when they fly over. A boy runs by, dribbling his basketball. Bum, bum, bum. A lady hurries by us. She is wearing high heels. The lady's high heels go bick, bock, bick, bock, bick, bock. A bus is coming. The lady starts to run, and the sound gets louder. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They are using a jackhammer. It makes a loud banging sound. Da! I don't know if I'm making the right sound, but it's very loud, and sometimes that can hurt your ears, right? Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It's quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like the noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. I listen to the birds in the park. The pigeons fly down to meet us. They want us to feed them. Do you know what birds sound like? Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, friends, that's all for the book today. So lastly now, if Gabriella can make sure she sees me making this, I wanted to show you our home project that was included in your box. If you get out your blue paper, it says day number 2. Let's see. Well, actually, it's not on here, but I did give a separate paper with directions on how to make the telephone that we're going to make. But real quickly, if you look up here, it says you can make music with glasses of water. That's a really neat thing, so maybe your grown-up can help you with that one, okay? So this project that we're going to talk about uses our 2 cups that were in your box. So you got 2 cups with the holes already made in them, and then I gave you, let's see, I gave you a blue string and 2 paper clips. So what you wanted to do is have your grown-up help you. You want to tie the end of the string to the paper clip on both sides. So this one I did already. And it looks like this in there. So both sides should be tied to their paper clip, okay? And then the next thing you want to do is you're going to take your paper clip like this and push it and the string through the hole that was on the bottom of the cup. Push it all the way in until you can't see it. And then it's okay if you just stick your hand in there and pull it through, okay? So now you have a cup connected by 2 strings. Isn't that so cool? And this game you play with a friend. So one friend is going to talk like this into the cup, and the other person's going to listen and see if they can hear what the other person's saying. this is fun with your string that I gave you. It's much longer, so you can like go around the corner or into a different room, and that way you can't see the person and you can see if you can hear it. So Gabriella, can you come and help me with this? You can sit right here by me. Okay, so you're gonna do the talking and I'm gonna do the listening and see if we can hear what.
Hello.
I heard her say hello. And I could hear her say it out loud, but I did hear it inside of the cup. Now, Gabriella, you listen and I'm gonna whisper something.
I heard her too.
What did I say, Gabriella?
I'm hungry. So am I.
So I whispered and she still could hear me. So this is really fun. You can play this with another child or your grown-up at home and try out different fun things with it, okay? All right, so this was finishing up our sense of hearing today. Remember, we have 5 senses. So we did sense of sight yesterday, sense of hearing today, and then we have 3 more to talk about. And which body part do you think we're going to add to Mr. Potato Head tomorrow? I think he's missing a few important things, right? So come back tomorrow and see what body part we add to Mr. Potato Head, okay? All right, bye.